Often the opinion is expressed that stretching is not necessary for the man or the woman at all. This is a huge fatal mistake in my eyes. Because look at reality, especially from the age of 50 onwards, pain seems to become more and more a part of life. And that leads to the second big misconception. The pain comes from getting older, but is that really true? Believe only yourself, believe your body. And so that you can do that, we will now do 2 exercises. And after the exercises, you feel before, afterwards, so that you notice what stretching does to your body. For the first stretch, please go into a kneeling position in front of a wall. You can also do it standing if you can't do the kneeling position. And now focus on pulling your belly button in and pushing your groins forward. And then you quickly notice a stretching pain in the front of your thighs, in the groin area, maybe in the hip joint, and even in your back. And you adjust it so that you can still tolerate it well. And now let's take 2 minutes and stretch there more. Yes, you don't have to do anything else. By the way, I forgot to mention that the feet are positioned. You are now doing nothing else but bit by bit, as the intensity subsides because the tissue has given way, you push yourself back with your hands and upper body, and the groins move forward. And remember, the belly button should be pulled in as much as possible because this will also involve the pelvis. Then the effect is even better. Keep moving forward, breathe, and go increasingly deeper. We still need about half a minute, then it will be ready. Pull the belly button back, push the groins forward, take a deep breath in and out, and go further in. And come back slowly, go straight up, go back into the compensatory movement, forward, let your body hang a little, and now take a few steps and feel what you feel in your hips, how your back feels. Maybe you noticed before that something was stuck there. It may well be that this already feels better here. If so, I would be happy if you give me a thumbs up and also write a short comment. Just briefly describe how you were feeling before these ridiculous 2 minutes, how you are feeling now, and what has changed. And before we move on to the second exercise, feel into your chest, move your arms a little, take a deep breath, breathe out deeply, and just get a feeling. And now we go in front of a corner, or rather in front of a door frame. And no matter where you practice, you do the following. You first take your arms horizontally to the side and then a little bit upwards, approximately at such an angle. Go back with one foot, forward with one foot, and with the upper end of the rib cage always further into the corner with fully extended elbows. And when you notice that you can't slide on the wall and your hands are stuck, so to speak, even though you want to go further, you can't go any further, then bend your fingertips a little, release the palm of your hand from the wall, then as a result, the elbows are slightly bent, and then you can continue to go further. And then you feel the stretching up to the chest, maybe up to the sternum. You definitely feel it in the shoulder. You feel it in the upper arms, maybe in the elbow. It can reach up to the fingertips. And importantly, do not make the mistake of running with the pelvis into the corner, then you won't notice any difference. Instead, bring the pelvis back and lean further and further with the upper end of the sternum, and then you can reach around. If you can't go further into the corner, then you reach around with your fingers so that the hands move more towards the corner. And if you are in the door frame, then you slide further along the door frame with your arms. The corner is better suited because the door frame is sometimes a bit hard, but it works for an exercise in any case. Breathe nicely, take a deep breath, breathe out deeply, and keep going further into the corner. By the way, this is the exercise when people are skeptical and say, yes, stretching, what's the point and what does it bring? Then I do exactly this exercise here because it clearly shows even more than the other one how physical well-being can be improved just by simple stretching. Breathe beautifully, inhale deeply and exhale deeply. And now come out slowly. I'll turn to you. Let your arms down and feel inside. So I have been stretching every day for many, many years, and yet this exercise always results in a completely free feeling. The arms move completely differently. The breathing is different. Can you feel it? And when the body feels good, not only in the area or in the area of the hip or the back, but from the soles of the feet, so to speak, to the crown, then there is a completely different quality of life. And another statement for those who are already older, the second half of life from 50, maybe 55, however, whatever you have planned, you can live it in two ways. One is the conventional one. You don't stretch, you just go about your daily life, maybe do a little sports, have your pains, get your joints, maybe you're lucky and it happens less, but whatever happens, mobility becomes more and more restricted, and eventually you wait to be able to sit. Maybe you have to walk with a walker, maybe you need crutches and all these things. This is how it is in my mind, my full conviction, the conventional way, the way with stretching, with targeted stretching, with the exercises that I have developed for over 35 years. We have thousands of examples of where we have experienced this, how it affects older people, what the body does with it, how it changes. I mean, you only have this body in this life once. You have once the chance to find out if the second half of life is also full of activity, full of mobility, with sports, with everything you normally want to do, whether that is possible or not. You have to try it. We also do that in the app, where the practical goal is to be able to dance, play football, ride a bike, and do everything at the age of 99, 100, 101. But as I said, you have to prove it to yourself. You also have to invest 10 to 15 minutes daily for it. Let yourself be motivated not only by these two exercises. Go here to this full body routine. You can click on it there. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so now so you don't miss any videos, and spread the word. Pass it on, share the video. That's it for today. Nice that you were there. Goodbye until next time.